Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Sorry for the little delay here. Had some technical problem. Plus, I was rushing to get here today. Was in Quebec City today, so I was rushing hardcore to get here live with you guys to dissect this little loss here that we had. Yeah, can you believe it, man? We got a loss. What's going on? Let's talk about it. First thing first. Let me welcome the new people because I know I've been off for 1 week, so I know that when you take off for 1 week from YouTube, the algorithm kind of shoot you. So I might still be having the algorithm god with me. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see if we can welcome some new people. Welcome back to the existing followers. And if you're watching the replay, also make sure to smash the like button. As you're coming in also live, don't forget to smash it, okay? Because this is how the algorithm get going, and this is how we can help more people. Enough talking, more drinking. No, I'm joking. But yes, definitely, because the concept of the show is called Forex Talk Over Beer for. I'm going too fast here. It's called Forex Talk Over Beer for a reason, because we're gonna have a little drink with you guys tonight. And if you don't have a drink, I highly recommend you go pick up a drink right now. And let's have some fun. Let's talk about Forex. We're gonna break down some charts, winners, losers, whatever. We're gonna answer all your questions. If you have charts, if you have some charts ready that you want me to take a look at, send it over. That will be my pleasure to help you out. Don't forget to say hi in the chat. By the way, hopefully I'm not talking to myself right now. The sound is on because that happened to me a couple weeks ago. So if anyone can confirm in the chat that sound is good, that will be very appreciated. Before we get going and I talk too much and realize that I got to restart once again. That will be terrible. But let's see here. All right. So first thing first, before we get going, and hopefully I'm not talking to myself, let's do the official cheers of Forex Talk Over Beer in 3, 2, 1. Cheers, guys. All right. Man, this thing's good. Okay, now we're good. We're ready to rock. You guys ready? All right. So hopefully you guys ready, because I like, where's the, like, are you guys sleeping? What's up? Are you guys with me? Went to test check. Are you guys there? Yeah, I'm fucking around with you guys. I hope you guys are there and ready. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Let's get this banner going here. There we go. Cool. Let's get this like this, and let's get moving. Let's get moving, ladies and gentlemen. We got an alert here. Oh, that was like this morning. Okay, we can remove that. All right. Let's start with GJ. Let's start with GJ here. Let's start from the weekly time frame. Let's remove this thing here. Okay. So on the weekly, we are clearly bearish now. I cannot move this line yet because we're not closed here. So yeah. So anyways, we're bearish here on the weekly. We are bearish on the daily. Now we're gonna update this line. We don't really have an elbow here. All right. So cool. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. So 4 hour is also bearish. And no really pullback here. It's too bad because I was really hoping for a pullback here so we can take this trade down. Downtown, baby. Okay, so now here we had many trades on with the dogtail setup. I don't think I marked them all, but there's two for sure. Let's go on the H4. Right here. What happened with this? This moved for sure. Okay, anyways, let's go to this one. This one was a solid one also. This is something, this was on Tuesday. I think we explained that on the live stream, if I'm not wrong. I said if this flips bearish and we have a nice wick and this one start to go down and break the low of this wick, it's going to be a massive move to the downside, and this is exactly what happened. I secured 56 pips. That was my runner. I closed, I think it was like 20 and 40 pips, if I remember correctly. There was 40 pips in full that I closed, and the extra at 56 was only 10% of my trade that was closed there. One of the reasons why I did close here, it's because I was like having issue with this area here. I was like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna cross over. Plus, we got the major QP right there, 198. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just play safe and let me secure my profit. That's what I did. And look what happened after. This shit melt hard, you know. So if I would have kept my runner, holy moly, it would be insane. But hey, it's part of the game. Pretty happy with the profit. It was very solid. Um, and if you look at this one, it was right here. Oh yeah, actually, it was this one, this one. Yeah, right here. Oh yeah, that was good. It didn't move. So once again, we had, well, it wasn't like this at first, you know, because when you were looking at it first, we created the top wick and we were coming down. We broke the low. Here's very important. I told my student, I said, hey, I'm willing to take it to the downside, but I really don't like it. I prefer the move to the upside, as we can expect probably a pullback at this stage. And here we're really close. If we go look to the left, we're really close to, was it a daily? Oh, it was probably a daily. Let me go back to the daily time frame for 1 second. Plus, we were super close for this major QP also. So I was like, you know what? Don't really like it. If you look at the daily, you know, we were getting super close to that daily support also. Okay. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to extend this trade. I'm going to secure 25 pips and I'm gone. I actually closed 25 pips at 90%. I left a little runner and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to extend that. And I closed that runner. I think it was at 20 pips or something like that. Very close to it. So anyways, yeah. Cheers, guys. Um, Good evening, Raphael. Good evening. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, man. Welcome back. Um, cheers, cheers, cheers. So at least you're confirming that the sound is good. Because the other guys are sleeping. I don't know what's going on there, man. Or people doesn't want to talk to me tonight. What's going on, guys? Like, talk to me, guys. All right, cool. So that was GJ. Those Dogtail setup winners were pretty good, to be honest. Like, it was so good that I had some leftover to risk in other trades, so which is pretty good. Um, if you look at the 4 hour time frame, I think there was another one that I personally didn't took, but I know some of the students took. It was on, I think it was on Monday. Was it? I think it was on Monday. What time was that? Monday, 9. Yeah, that was on Monday. Monday, I know some students took it, and the reason why I didn't took it, it's because the bottom wick was not formed, and we broke right away, so I didn't took that one. But yeah, um, it was also a winner. Let's talk about the USDCHF. This was a massive win, massive, massive win. Let's see here. I think there's a comment coming up here. Fito, I'm watching you on my big TV. Had to hop on the phone to say what's up. Hey man, how you doing? Like, do I look good on TV? What's up? Let's go. Cheers, buddy, man. Man, I feel like funky today. What's going on with my dogs? My dogs are going crazy right now. Okay, so let's talk about this pretty good win. And I was really happy with this one because it was super patient. There's a lot of people that took an early entry on that one and got stopped and had to re-enter. I didn't do that. All our students didn't do that because they learned to be patient and wait for pullbacks. So that's pretty good. So basically, let's break it down. So basically, we have the weekly time frame bearish, right? So we have the weekly time frame bearish already. Now let's see if we go down to the daily. Daily did flip bearish by doing this here, right? We had the pullback And now we're looking to get an entry. Was never able to get an entry here, so we finally created a new lower low, and we had another pullback here. So now if you look at the 4-hour time frame, why we never entered on the previous lower low, that higher low that was formed on the daily, it's because the 4-hour the 4-hour never went, you know, I mean, it went bearish here, but until up there, we never had like a real pullback. And once we had the pullback, we never had like a possible entry on a lower time frame. So we had to wait, for price to go once again bearish, have the pullback, and enter somewhere in here. Once we hit the golden zone on the H4, this is where we went on the lower time frame. If you look on the 1-hour, there's a lot of people who got excited, not in our group, but I got personal DM on Instagram and on Discord. People was like, oh man, I got stopped on USDCHF. What's up? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, but the thing is, you guys didn't wait. So here we don't have any elbow except for here, here, and here. And people got excited when this thing melt, and a lot of people took the entry right away, like here, And the thing is, price pulled back up, and a lot of people had aggressive stop and got stopped out. Okay. You need to wait for that pullback. Once we flip bearish, wait for the pullback, and now you got a nice engulfing candle where you can enter. Okay. So as you can see, I was supposed to enter here, but unfortunately, I was on the phone with a customer, missed the entry, came back to the chart. I'm like, shoot, I missed it. I missed it. It's like, all right, so how can I enter now? Okay, so I'm like, wait a second, let's be smart. Okay, so we know that the 30-minute just created that lower low. There's a big probability that after creating a lower low, and if you learn price action, you know what this candle means. And we were having a pullback here, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let me drop down one time frame once again, since I'm seeking for an entry here. Let's see. And went on the 30-minute, on the 15. Well, let me remove all those arrows. It's confusing. So went on the 15-minute, didn't find anything. Went back on the 30-minute, and I'm like, all right, cool. So now we got this nice engulfing. So that would be the smartest thing to do. I didn't do that. Okay. So what I did is I used another technique I showed my student. It's called dynamic risk. Okay. And I used it as we were creating this stop wick. Okay. Anyways, not going to explain everything tonight, but basically this was my entry. This was supposed to be my entry, but ending up being here, which actually a better entry than what I was supposed to enter. So anyways, stop loss was 15 pips. And I personally ran a 3.57 to 1. And that was pretty good. Was pretty happy with that one. Posted all the numbers on IG also for people that was not sure. Yes. There we go. Sorry, just pouring the last drop of beer. So yeah, so this trade was pretty solid, pretty happy with it. The only thing that, since I missed my entry, I was using dynamic risk. I only used 1%. I was about to enter a second percent, but yeah, something else happened, and I was not able to manage it. Shit happened, part of the game. That's what happened when you do a lot of shit at the same time that you're trading. So yeah, any question about that one? Let's see. Boom. USDCHF, one of my biggest trade. I passed phase 1 of my funding account of one trade. Whoa! Let's fucking go, bro. Cheers, man. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. Good job. Congrats on that, man. So now, I mean, what's up with USDCHF? USDCHF is just doing its thing right now. I mean, just creating a new lower low. So at this stage, I mean, you just gotta wait now. You cannot just re-enter here just for fun. You gotta wait for pullbacks. Now we just created a new lower low on H4 also. Boom. Let's update this. And yeah, now just gotta wait. Nothing we can do here. So now we're gonna remove this. All right, Euro GPP, man. Holy crap. Okay, so I got a loss on that one. So let's dissect that. So the weekly is bearish. One of the thing I think I fucked up here was we are the first of the month, and this candle has to create a top wick, before coming down. So I think this was one of the thing, especially at the beginning of the month, that you got to be careful. So I think that's one of the thing that kind of F me. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's take a look at the rest. The rest made total sense. I mean, we were bearish. We got to pull back. If we look on the daily time frame, we are bearish. We have the pullback inside the daily golden zone. Everything made sense. Yeah, it was beautiful actually. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me just remove this. This. Oh, I didn't. Didn't I? Hold on. Wait a second. Did I put my entry from today? Yeah, this one I already explained it on Tuesday. Yeah, okay, perfect. It's here. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So that was my second attempt on this trade. So I'm really like, damn, Euro GBP didn't want to give me money. So it is what it is. That's why you got always to trade, with risk management, meaning that when you're going to trade, you risk X amount of money. Let's say you're building up an account. Let's say you risk $100. Okay, you got to make sure that your TP is at least 2.5 to 1, preferably, fuck, man, that's hard to say for Frenchie. You you want to focus on 3 to 1, worst case 2.5 to 1. I know, not worst case, but minimum. So 3 to 1, if you're risking 100, you're making 300. So even if you lost 2 trades in a row or 3 trades in a row, you're break even. Yeah, you only need 1 winners. Okay. So in this case, I mean, if you look on GJ, they were more than 2.5 to 1, even on a scalp twice, plus 3.54 to 1 on USD CHF. So even if you lose to a trade here with 1%, you're chill. You're chill. So that's good. So now let's dissect this. Let's understand it because I think that's very important. Again, it's very more important to spend more time dissecting your winners than your losers. That's something I told my students recently. So here, let's see. We are bearish, right? We are bearish. And we have the pullback here in that golden zone. So I'm like, all right, cool. Makes sense. Last time I took the entry before the golden zone. So I was like, all right, now we got to wait for the real pullback. So we finally had a real pullback. Oops. Finally had a real pullback here. Boom, 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 boom. And all right, we got a big ass wick rejection. If you look on the lower time frame, we had, okay, I think that's here I fucked up on 1 hour. That's here. Let's see the 30-minute. Went like this. Yeah. All right, so it comes down to something I'm always preaching, and it looked like it played against me without respecting it. But at the same time, what time was that? 7, 8. Kind of makes sense, We broke the low after this huge ass rejection here. This one, we broke the low as an extra confirmation. Makes sense to take it. But like I always say, and I'm going to repeat myself, and I'm going to repeat that to myself also, Sasha. I know there's volume in the market at this time, so that's why I took 1% and was looking to enter another position. That's why I risked less also, taking this entry. But if this is formed, a new lower low, what is the probability that price will create a higher low eventually and have a better entry? The odds are pretty high, If I would have waited the pullback here, I would never have an entry. And price will continue up without any losses, right? So I think that's something to keep in mind. But also, I'm also okay taking it with 1% because I manage my risk, right? I didn't went all in with this kind of setup, I know it was a little bit more risky. And I know that I'm not entering at a higher low, that I'm entering a lower low on price action. So that's why I reduced my risk also. You know, we had this nice engulfing candle closing under support. So it kind of makes sense that we were flipping bearish at that moment. But at the same time, I mean, we didn't have the pullback yet. You know, so if you want to play safe, wait for the pullback. You might miss some move, but you got to be okay with it. Okay. So that would be a good way to avoid an unnecessary losses here, will be waiting for the pullback. If there's no pullback, no trade. That's it. You know, that's it. But sometime, you know, especially now, like I had I made some pretty good profits on my previous trades. So I was like, you know what? Let's risk 1%. Let's risk it for the biscuit. And let's see if we can turn this into more profit, but turned out into a loss. So that's okay. It's part of a game. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but you got to be okay with it. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I think now it makes sense, and I think I know why now it went into that loss. And cool, makes sense, right? Cheers. Okay, so now let's see what's next. What is next? If you have any trades that you're looking, any pairs, let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let's see if we can find something. Oh, man. Let me see if we can find something. If you have any question, guys, feel free to reach out, post it in the chat. I'll go take a look at it in a second. I mean, not a second, but a minute or so. Let's see, Euro and ZD here coming down slowly. We are at area interest number 2. All right, all right. We're getting here. This is going to be interesting for next week. This should be very interesting for next week. So I'm going to start to put it blue. It's not ready yet. Now Euro GBP is done. So let's move it down. Euro GPY, is it still valid, this thing? No, now it's not. It's a no go now. AD USD. Let's see. No, we got nothing yet. No. All right, cool. So right now, okay, let's see. Euro and ZD. So we are at this area of interest. We are bullish on the weekly. We are bullish on the daily. And we are obviously now bearish on the 4-hour to have this pullback. Whoa, wait a second. Do we have any? Wow, we don't. Wow, we don't have any elbow here. Okay. So here we go. And here we go. Perfect. So we are now bearish on the 4-hour. So for anything now, we need the 4-hour to go bullish. So the best thing now will be for 4-hour to do something like this, whatever, this, coming back above, break the high, retest, go to the upside. Okay, so that will be something like that. So it's not ready yet, so that's why it's going to be in blue. Going to keep an eye on it. What else? If you have any pair that you think that looks good, let me know. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to break it down. Weekly here on GCAD. Slowly having this pullback now, which is great. Let's take a look at the daily. Entering daily GZ here. Okay. Why? What the hell? Okay. I guess this alert didn't get triggered. Let me mark it down. There we go. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so that's going to be looking good. So weekly bullish, daily bullish, coming down to the daily, a golden zone, which is also daily previous structure, which is also daily area of interest. If I'm not wrong, is it? No, just daily previous structure. Okay. Um, okay, so I'm just gonna remove this for zone. Here we go. Um, cool, cool, cool. So I think this is gonna be looking good for next week. Something pretty blue. We will keep an eye on it. Um, what else? USD GPY. We're just smelting here. We broke that golden zone hard. What about the daily bearish? Yeah, okay, so nothing else. NZD GPY. Ooh, okay. So this weekly about to close bearish, daily bearish. So next week, if the week close like this, that means that now we're going to be flipping bearish. So we can wait for the pullback, retest this area, or golden zone somewhere around here to come down. So there's going to be a couple of options. NZD bearish on the weekly, bearish on the daily, just waiting for the pullback, so not ready. GU, daily now turned bearish. All right, cool. So daily, lower low, lower high, weekly. Weekly is still bearish. Daily now flip bearish. 4 hour now is bearish. All right, let's go down to the weekly. All right, so everything is bearish now. So weekly bearish, daily bearish, 4 hour bearish. So now I gotta wait for the pullback on GU or the retest of this area. So here is gonna be this area of interest. Here, right here. That's gonna be area of interest number 1. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna go lower before the pullback though. Especially after seeing this wick here that just started. If we break the low of this wick, there's a big chance we're gonna continue down here. So yeah, gotta wait, but definitely gonna move up GU a little bit. Gonna keep an eye on it. Not close to be ready, but slowly setting up. What else? What else? What else? Let me see the chat. Uh, GCAT, we have daily bearish and 4 hour bearish waiting on retest of area of interest. Oh yeah, I think that's the one we just looked, right? Yeah. Oh, we said daily? Hold on, wait a second. You have the daily bearish. Oh, because you could probably count that as an elbow. Yeah, I don't really count that as an elbow, to be honest. This doji for me is a write-off candle. If I move this candle side by side, we have like no elbow at all, meaning that it's just flat, right? Um, so yeah, so for me, it's still bullish at this time for myself. Because every time I count those and as an elbow turned out into losses. So like now these days, I'm like, fuck it. This is such a effy elbow, you know? Like, look, if you look at this, this is not an elbow. Like, this is an elbow, you know? This is an elbow. Um, Here, just like, it's kind of trapped. Like, even here, it's kind of effy elbow, to be honest. Like, the only reason why I count it is because it makes sense to the bottom. Oh, where's my, makes sense here. Like, we got kind of an elbow-ish, but I don't like this. This is no elbow. Here I mean, sorry. Here, this is a very solid elbow. Here we have an elbow. So yeah. Hopefully that helps. Let me remove this. Oh shoot. Here, 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 here. Oh, oops. here. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Now if you look on the weekly, straight bullish. Um, yeah. I personally like prefer to go in sync, with 3 time frame in sync. But yes, sometimes I do take those day trade with 2 time frame in sync. But especially when I have an FE elbow like this, you know what? I'll just respect my weekly. Fuck it. I'm not gonna risk it. The 4 hour now is bearish. The reason why we're coming down here in this area of interest, not area of interest, sorry, but golden zone. You see here, those are clean elbows. Yeah. But definitely gonna keep an eye on it though. Would you say that USDCHF is at weekly GZ? Good question. Hold on. USDCHF. Where are you? USDCHF. Oh, let me remove this. USDCHF. Weekly GZ, you said? Well, right now we cannot put any fib now because we don't have a bullish candle yet. So we can only use the fib now. Not right now we're at a lower low, right? So because we went bearish on the weekly. So the last fib you can use was from here to here, and we had the pullback inside that golden zone right here to the weekly, and boom, we melt, right? Now we got our new lower high, but we don't have our lower low confirmed yet, because we don't have a support form. So we cannot really use the fib now. Or maybe you were saying at the monthly, maybe? Wait a second. What was the message here? Got you. I didn't consider that elbow, and I have the weekly bullish. So the weekly bullish. No, this is here. We add that because the thing here is you look here. If you zoom in, you close above. All right. So you close above, and you got your high, and you got a clean elbow here. So this is your higher low, and this is your high. Once this candle closed above this, it now flipped bearish, right? So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, so it's clean bearish on the weekly. Clean. Clean bearish. Let's see. I see. Thanks, Sasha. You're welcome, Ref. Welcome. All right. Let's see. Anything else? NZDCHF. Let's see. Here, nothing. Cat GPY. Lower low. Wow, man. This thing never pulled back. I was excited after this doji. I was like, sweet. But no, we're just straight melt. ADCHF. Oh, okay. What else? Weekly. Okay. Daily. So we are bearish, but straight bearish right now. Cool. Let's update this. So it's clearly not going to be ready now, but keep in mind that now that the weekly is bearish, we're gonna have to identify the weekly area of interest, which is like probably right here. Yeah, exactly. You know, this is one. This is gonna be one for sure here. One, two, three. Yeah. So there's gonna be one area of interest here. So we're gonna have to wait for price to pull back here, but it looks like it might be a cool trade in a couple weeks, but not ready. Yeah, I don't see anything else like right now. Maybe you saw something else. I didn't go through all the charts yet. Oh, GA just flipped bullish. Okay, let's see. High low, daily. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Nothing here. GU. How come I have two GU chart? Yeah, let me delete this one. There we go. NZCAD. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. What time is it now? 6:40. Yeah, okay, we're good. Let me see. Any last questions or chart you want me to take a look at? I'm starting. No question. All right, you guys got this. All right. So next week we're gonna be Tuesday morning live once again. I'm back. I'm still doing those live session with my students now. I know we're supposed to be only 5 session, but man, I feel like I need to give them more. So I'm that kind of guy. I'm just like that. I just like to give, and I want to make sure that everything's understood by them and they're able to you know, do their own things and make money. That's the most important thing. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you on Tuesday morning, guys. Thank you so much. Peace out, guys. Good evening. Cheers.